up, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of RavenSolomonTV. I'm glad you joined me today. I've got something special for you. Why don't we jump right in? We're in our leadership track this week, and the word of the week is integrity. Let's get it. Let me start by defining integrity. It sounds like a much harder term than it is to understand. All integrity is doing what you say you're gonna do and being who you say you are. That's it. It's really not that hard of a concept, yet so many people struggle with being integral in business, in leadership, in life, and so many other ways. We all know somebody who lacks integrity. And if we're honest with ourselves, it might just be you. If you don't know that person, let me tell you what they typically sound like. They overpromise and they underdeliver. Oh, totally. I will absolutely be there. I'll even bring the spinach artichoke dip. Oh, don't you worry. The party comes. Not only is there no spinach artichoke dip, but there is no them either. Or it's the person, oh yeah, man, you know I got you, dog. Yeah, I'll be there. You are. Hey, tell the wife I said, hey. They ain't come. Or the one that says, I'm gonna do your PDRs on Sunday, and then I'll be able to present them to you all on Monday and Tuesday. I'll set up a schedule, I'll send out the emails, you'll see an invite from me, make sure you accept it, and we're gonna be knocking them out. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday comes. In fact, the next Monday and the Tuesday, you haven't gotten an invite yet. Something as important as a PDR. These are the type of things I'm talking about when I say that people lack integrity. It's not the fact that they're intentionally lying, perhaps, but the reality is they're not doing what they said they were gonna do, and they aren't being who they say they are. It's problematic. I wanna talk to you about why integrity is so important when you're seeking to be a successful leader. Many studies have been done trying to understand what the necessary characteristics are to be a successful leader. Time and time again, the number one characteristic C-suite individuals as well as employees identify when it comes to being a successful leader is integrity. Doing what you say you're gonna do and being who you say you are. Delivering upon your word. Your word is all you have ultimately. I'm sure you've heard that quote before. There was a study done, a specific study done, where they asked 1,000 employees and 2,000 chief financial officers, what's the most important attribute when it comes to being a leader, a corporate leader specifically? 75% of the employees questioned said integrity was the number one attribute necessary to be a corporate leader. Of the C-suite, about 46% said, I don't know what's going on, why they feel like integrity is not necessary, but we've got a problem if only 46% of the C-suite thinks that integrity is the most vital attribute when it comes to being a successful leader. That may answer why we have so many issues going on in some of our corporations today. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about why integrity is so important. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why integrity is essential if you want to lead anything, whether it's a business, a ministry, a basketball team, a sports team, something in the community, a nonprofit, whatever you're trying to lead, you have to have integrity. Reason number 1, and it's the most important reason, is that integrity breeds trust. If you're going to successfully lead a team of any size, they're going to have to trust you. They're going to have to be able to lean on you to provide guidance and advice that they can believe in their hearts that is really ultimately for their good, for the betterment of them. It makes employees or team members feel like you are a man or a woman of your word. And if you're a man or a woman of your word, then I can trust what you say. I can trust what's coming out of your mouth. Team members have to trust you in order to do what you are leading them to do. The number 2 reason why integrity is the most essential attribute of a leader is that it demonstrates personal accountability and honesty. If you have the morality and the personal accountability to be honest to yourself when no one else is around, then people are going to believe that you're actually being honest with them as well. If I can trust you to hold yourself accountable, then surely I can trust you to hold me accountable as one of your team members. The second part about that is they understand and know that if you hold yourself to this standard, I get why you hold me to this standard. However, if you hold me to this standard, yet you hold yourself to this standard, then we've got a problem. Integrity demonstrates personal accountability and it demonstrates honesty. If you're gonna hold me here, I want you to hold yourself here. And in fact, as a leadership speaker, as a leadership coach, I'm gonna tell you, you need to hold yourself here. If you're gonna hold your team here, you need to hold yourself here. The number 3 reason why integrity is the most essential attribute when it comes to being a successful leader is that it demonstrates ethics and morality. No one wants to work for a leader who is immoral. I've got to be able to trust you. At the end of the day, my livelihood is in your hands. If you make the wrong decision from a moral standpoint, we all could go down. I could lose my job tomorrow if a C-suite individual decides he wants to make an unethical or immoral decision. The reality is most employees or most team members hold their leaders to a higher standard than even themselves. They want to work for a leader who's moral and who's highly ethical, even more ethical than they are in their daily lives. It is what it is. I've talked about it in prior videos. To whom much is given, much is required. As a leader, more is required of you than the average individual. People want to work for leaders who are ethical, who are moral. When you have integrity, you demonstrate integrity, you are showing that you are indeed ethical and that you indeed have moral standards. If you can self-identify a problem with integrity today, I want you to consider these 3 reasons why you should change your ways. Consider what your team members might be feeling and experiencing when you don't do what you say you're going to do, when you are not who you say you are. We all mess up. We all make mistakes. We all fall short. Yes. We all want to be more than sometimes we can possibly be. However, you need to be striving every day to be of excellence and have integrity. Integrity. What does it mean again? You just do what you say you're going to do and you be who you say you are. Hey, if integrity is the most important attribute in order to be a successful leader, then I want to see you operate in the highest integrity possible. Why? Because you know I want to see you thrive. Let's go, baby. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to check me out on RavenSolomon.com and all of the social media outlets you see on the screen. Don't forget your integrity.